Okay, so I'm not sure exactly where the video cut off, but it was somewhere in here. Anyway, we had our x-intercept, so that helped us know where it was. Then I plugged in 2, and I plugged it into the equation, and I got 4. So at 2, I went up to 4. That tells me that here in the middle, it's crossing the asymptote, because I've got an intercept down here and one up here. So it's going to approach this asymptote and approach this asymptote. Now, there's something that you should know, and that as you've been watching for patterns, you'll notice that they are not usually next to each other on the asymptotes. So if this one's up here, it's not going to be down here because that would be right next to it. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. So I've got one down here, and then it's going to be opposite up here. And you can do that by checking -2. Plug it in and find where it is. All right, we're going to do one more on this, just to make sure you've got this oblique down. So I'm going to factor. So that gives me x equals 0 and x equals -2. Those are my x-intercepts, and I'm going to factor here. They don't cross off, so there's no holes. So I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 2, set it equal to 0. I have 0, 0, and -2, 0. So I have 0, 0, and -2, 0. I have a vertical asymptote at 2. Oh, I should be using a different color. Okay, my power is bigger in the numerator, so I do not have a horizontal asymptote, so I'm going to divide. So I've got x squared plus 2x, and I'm going to divide it by a -4x plus 8. So it's negative. I need it to be positive, so I'm going to times by a negative. I have a 4. I need a 1, so I'm going to times it by 1/4, and I need an x. So it gives me a negative. 1/4 of 8 is 2. Draw the line, change the sign. So I have 4x. So I'm going to times this by a -1. -1 times -4 is positive. Draw the line, change the sign. I don't care about remainders. Oh, sorry that you could not see my work. I don't care about remainders. I only care about this. That is my oblique. -1/4 x minus 1. That is my oblique. So I'm going to plot it. I go to -1, and I'm going to go down 1/4. I'm going to go up 1/4. Okay, and now I'm going to try my very best. Oh my gosh. I'm not very good at drawing lines. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have gone like that. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. These are up here. So I know that I've got a graph, oops, up in there. As I'm learning about these graphs, if I have one here, then that means my next one is diagonal to it down here. If I'm still learning, I'm going to pick a point over on this side and find where it is down here. Okay, that finishes up that, and we're going to practice again. So here we are. We're graphing rational functions. Everything that we can about rationals. We are going to take a look at 4 and 5 together. And I chose these on purpose. So I'm going to factor. I'm factoring to get intercepts, to get holes, and to get my asymptotes. I'm going to take the 2 out so I can factor it. So I've got x minus 4, x minus 2. Okay, I have a hole. Okay, so I've got a hole at x equals 4. I'm going to plug that in here. So I've got 2 times 4 minus 2 for 4 plus 3. So I've got 4/7. That's where my hole is. It's right in here somewhere. I have a hole. Okay, vertical asymptote. X equals -3. Horizontal asymptote. I'm going back to my original problem. Y equals 2. This one's a hole. This one right here is an x-intercept. So I have an x-intercept at 2. So that tells me that I have a graph down here. If my graph is down here, then my other graph is up here. All right, let's try one more. I'm going to start by factoring. I don't have anything to cross off, so I don't have any holes. So let's start with the vertical asymptote. Setting that equal to 0. Horizontal asymptote. This is bigger, so there's none. I'm going to find an oblique asymptote by doing long division. So I need to times it by a negative so I can get a positive. I need a 1, so that's 1/3, and I need an x. Negative times negative is a positive. 1/3 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Draw the line, change the sign, and this is called a remainder. So my oblique is -1/3 x. My x-intercepts, set my numerator equal to 0. So I have -3 and 1. Okay, let's start graphing. X equals 2. My oblique. Down 1 over 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try and get a better line. better. Okay. Okay, I've graphed that. I don't have that. I've graphed that. X-intercept. I have one at 1. And -3. Looks like this one's going to cross. Let's try right here. 1, 2, 3. So 3, I'm going to plug in 3. 3 plus 3. 3 minus 1. And 3 minus 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have one down here, and I have one up here. That's poorly drawn, but it should have hit there. There we go. Okay, that's a rough sketch. Okay, but you get the idea. So now you can find vertical asymptotes. So remember, when you're finding vertical asymptote, its denominator equals 0. Horizontal asymptote, we have 3 cases. X-intercept, numerator equal to 0. Those are going to be the best things to help you with your graphing. Okay, go ahead and try some on your own.